Welcome back. Previously, we discussed how to complete inspections, which is a prerequisite to performing analytics. In this video, I will discuss how to perform analytics with our inspection data. I will first discuss the basics of managing dashboards and building charts. Then, I will recommend some beginner dashboards to get your team started. Navigate to the Analytics feature. Since our new account doesn't have any dashboards defined yet, creating one is the first step. I recommend starting with an engagement dashboard. Here, we'll track how many inspections our team completes, a critical KPI for any team. Monitoring engagement is important because analytics become increasingly valuable as more inspections are completed. Click New in the top right corner. You'll see two options: add a chart to the current dashboard or create a new dashboard. Under New Dashboard, type Engagement, and then click Create. Now that we have at least one dashboard, we can begin building visualizations to populate it. Once again, click the New button. This time, click Build Visualization. This will open up the visualization editor. The visualization editor has 4 distinct sections. The large section on the right is where your visualization will appear after you select Data. On the left, there is 3 smaller sections. This is where you will customize your chart. First, define a descriptive title for your chart. Here we will simply say Engagement over Time as our first KPI. In this first section, you can also edit the chart type. In the second section, you will pick the data you want to visualize. A dimension is the categorical data field used on the x-axis that organizes your chart data into discrete groups or segments. Dimensions typically represent categories like people, locations, or time periods that you want to compare against your chosen measure. A measure is the quantitative data field used on the y-axis that provides the numerical values being visualized in your chart. Group by allows you to further break down your dimension into subdimensions, and is not a required field to make a chart. This will create a stacked bar, or a line chart with multiple lines. Each of these will become more clear with an example. Let's make an engagement chart. We want to track engagement over time, so for our x-axis, we will select a time dimension. For the sake of this tutorial, I am going to select hour because otherwise we will only have a single data point. However, I recommend using day as your time dimension for your own engagement KPI. In the Forms tutorial, we created some other identifiers within our inspection: shift and location. These are also useful along the x-axis. You can use any identifier you define in your inspection as an x-axis dimension. Now let's select our measure. Since we are tracking engagement, we are going to measure the total number of inspections completed. This is going to be under account usage. Later, we will make a chart utilizing the other measure types so you have a clear understanding on how to both track engagement or identify areas for improvement. Now that we have selected a value for both our x and y-axis, we can see in our preview the number of inspections over time. Let's save this chart, and it will appear on our dashboard. On the dashboard, you can resize and reorganize your charts as you feel appropriate. Use the corners of the chart to resize. Click and hold to drag a chart and move it. That wraps up the basics of analytics. In the next video, I will go into more advanced topics such as filters, group by, and how we can spot areas for improvement.